Hello everyone. So today what we'll be doing, we'll be discussing on the topic doubly linked list, right? So we'll be discussing the doubly linked list algorithm. So let's see what the definition part says here. A doubly linked list is a linear data structure where each node stores the data and the two references. In the singly linked list, we have only one reference to the next pointer. Yeah. So in the doubly linked list, what's the main difference between the singly and doubly linked list here? See, the same thing. A doubly linked list is a linear data structure where each node stores the data and two references. Yeah, it is having the two references, one to the previous node and one to the next node. In the singly linked list, we have reference to the next node only, right? So in the doubly linked list, we have two references, one to the previous node and one to the next node. Along with the next node, we have the reference to the previous node as well when we are considering the doubly linked list. So we have designed the LRU cache and all by making use of the doubly linked list itself, right? So there also we had discussed the same thing actually. Yep. So yep, I just wanted to say that actually, right? So this is fine. It allows traversal in both forward and backward directions. It allows traversal in both forward as well as the backward direction. So this is one of the this one advantages over the singly linked list for the doubly linked list, right? When we consider doubly linked list, it allows traversal in both forward as well as the backward directions. Yeah, let's discuss the same actually. Let's move on with the algorithm explanation. So here you can clearly see. So this is the doubly linked list data structure. So we have head here. Initially, head will be pointing to the first node, right? So see, we have one pointer that is previous and another one pointer nothing but the next. Previous we don't have anything initially, so it will be pointing to the null. And another pointer, if we have the another node actually, it will be pointing to that particular node. Again, the same thing. The B consists of the previous as well as the next. If we have C consists of the previous as well as the next. So this is the last node here. In the linked list, last node always points to the null. We know this. See here, it points to the null. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, right? So this is about the doubly linked data structure. So now let's discuss the algorithm actually. Yep. So first here, each node has three parts. One is previous data as well as the next, as per the discussion. Just now we discussed the same, right? Head points to the first node. We saw the same. Always head points to the first node in the single linked list as well as the doubly linked list. Tail points to the last node. The same thing. Single linked list, doubly linked list, same thing. Tail points to the last node. Yep. So insertion updates both next and the previous links. In the doubly linked list, the difference is insertion updates both next as well as the previous link. So this is the main difference actually. Yeah, traversal can move forward using the next and backward using the previous. So backward we can just make use of the previous pointer. For the forward we can just make use of the next pointer. So that's the only difference. We don't have previous within the single linked list. We have previous within the doubly linked list. Traversal can move forward using the next and backward using the previous. It's as simple as that. Now let's move on with the doubly linked list code actually. So accordingly with what we have discussed, now let's try to implement the same thing in the form of code. Yep. So let's do that. So within the doubly linked list, so the first thing here, so let's do one thing. We have to go with the node structure, right? So I'll just go with here static, not showing. Yeah, sorry, static. Let me go with a class here. I'll just go with a node. So within the node class, first thing we have to go with the data, nothing but we have to store the value, right? Data that stores the value. Actually, let me go with the data. Next, let's go with the previous as well as the next. So previous is nothing but previous the reference to the previous node. Next is nothing but the reference to the next node. So let's do that. I'll just go with the previous here, and next let me go with the next. So this is fine, I believe. Next, what we'll be doing, let's go with a constructor. So I'll just go with a node. So let me go with um, int d. So this is fine. So this is the constructor. First, let me assign the data to d. So this is fine. Previous to null. This is also fine. Next, next to null as well. Next to null as well. Yep, so this is fine. Let me come out of this one entirely. Now what we'll be doing, so we have to go with a node head actually that points to the first node. So we have to go with the head as well as the tail. Head points to the first node, we know this. So we had just discussed the same thing. And tail points to the last node, we know this. Yep, let's consider head as well as the tail. So I'll just go with the head as well as let me go with the this one tail as well. Yep, let me go with the tail. So after considering head as well as the tail, so we have to the first thing we'll be going with the insertion as well as the display. To insert the element, we have to insert the node at the end, right? So within the doubly linked list, we will be inserting the node at the end. Always remember that. First, let's write that particular method. So I'll just go with insert here. It's as simple as that. Let me consider I need the value as the parameter. Yep, so this is fine. So within the insert method, within the insert method, just give me a second here. Yeah. Within the insert method, first thing, let's create the new node. So I'll just go with node n equals new node. So this one, let me pass the value. We are creating the new node, right? So let me pass the value. So next, if the suppose if the list is empty, so I'll just go with if head equals null, uh, then what we have to do, head becomes the new node and tail also becomes the new node. So we can just write it in this way. Head, I'll just assign this one to n, and tail also I'll assign this one to the n. Yep. So finally we have to exit from there. So let me give the return here, right? So let me come out of this one entirely. Now we have to link the old tail to the new node. So I can just write it in this way, tail dot next this one. So let me assign this one to the n and n dot previous. So let me assign this one to the tail. Actually, let me assign this one to the tail. Finally, we have to update the tail. For that, I'll just go with tail equals n. It's as simple as that. So let me come out of this one entirely. Now, yeah. So this is it for the this one. What do we call? Insert method. Yeah, insert method. So let me format the code one so that this looks good. Yep. Now let's do one thing. Let's move on with the next method, nothing but the display. So display method consists of the forward traversal, right? So forward traversal, we are considering only the forward traversal within the display method. So I'll just go with void. So let me go with the display here. Let me go with the display. This is fine, I believe. So within the display method, so I'll start from the, let's start from the head. So I'll just go with a node. Let me go with current. So I'll just assign this one to the head. So this is fine. Next, let's go with a while condition. We have to traverse till the end, right? So till the end. Right? So I'll just go with while here. So let me go with current not equal to null. Yeah, we have to traverse till the end. Meaning, when it is not equal to null, we have certain value. Then let's print something for the interactiveness here. In this case, I'll not go with the ln. Print is enough. We'll be printing the same line actually. We have to print the data, so I'll just go with the current dot data. So, sorry, 1 second. So this has to be current dot data. Let's append the space. I need space of the element, so I'll just go with the space so that this looks good actually. Yep. Let me do one thing. I'll just assign the current dot next this one. Yep. So this is fine. Finally, what shall we do? Let's print something. Yeah. Yeah. This is fine. So yeah. So we have to move to the next line, right? So for that, we'll be making use of the system out println. So this is fine, man. We are done with the display method as well. So these are the two methods mainly. So this is it for the doubly linked list actually. Yep. Let's consider a beautiful example just for the understanding purpose, right? Usually I don't type the example once actually, unless it is very small actually. We are going with a simple example. Yeah, let me consider the example. Let me take the example from the Google. Just give me a second here. So within the example, what we have done here, we are going with a doubly linked list, right? So doubly linked list main class actually, this one. Yep, class doubly linked list, this one. Yep. So next what we are doing, so we are inserting the three elements here. So this is the first element. We have inserted this one value 10. We have inserted value 20 as well as the 30. DL is nothing but the this one. What do we call the variable, doubly linked list variable. So I'll just go with a DLL actually. Yeah. Instead of DL, let me go with a DLL, doubly linked list. Yep. So this is fine. Finally, let me go with a DLL dot display. We are making use of the display method as we have to traverse forward. Yep. So we have inserted 10, 20, 30, right? So then display, what it does, it displays all the element, right? So that's what. So this is it for the main actually. This is it for the main. So before running the code, let's dry run the code so that we understand whatever we have written, and then we can just finally come here and run the code that we have written. Let's do that. So I would have went with a only traversal iteration. It's fine. Let's do it fast actually. So we have we'll be going with the same example, right? So we will be inserting this one. What do we call 10, 20 as well as the 30, right? So this is fine. One second, just give me a second here. So now first what we'll be doing, we'll be inserting three elements, right? So I'll just go with 1, 2 as well as the 3 respectively. So what operation that we are doing here? We are inserting actually. We are inserting. So let me write insert here itself. Insert. So what are the elements that we are inserting here? 10, 20 as well as the 30. Yep. So next head will be basically head points to 10 itself, right? Head points to the first element actually. Head will be 10. Head points to the 10. Tail points to the last element. So first initially it points to 10, then it points to 20, then it points to 30, right? So that's what the tail does actually. Then we have to go with the new node. New node here will be 10. When we insert this, new node will be 10, and head dot previous. Previous we have null. We don't have anything for the previous pointer for the first element, right? For the first element, right? So then head dot next. Next also we don't have anything. We have just inserted 10, right? So we don't have anything. So this will be null. Then we are considering tail dot previous here, right? So just give me a second here. Yeah, anyways, so we are going with a tail dot previous. Tail dot previous, so we don't have anything. We'll be going with null itself again. Tail dot next as well, accordingly with the code, we don't have anything. We'll be going with a null, right? So next, let's move on with the this one new node. We have 20. New node, we have 20. We have inserted 20, right? So now previous, we don't have anything. For this also, we don't have anything. Head dot previous, we don't have anything, right? Head means the first element itself. For the previous we don't have anything. So head dot next, head we have 10 at the head, so the next value will be 20. So now the value will be 20. So tail dot previous, now we have the previous element, right? So now we have the previous element to the tail, nothing but previous to the 20, nothing but 10, and tail dot next, we don't have anything for now. 20 is the final element, right? Same thing we'll do for the 30 as well. So new node is 30. So head dot previous remains same, actually it remains null. So head dot next will be, head dot next will be 20. Head dot next remains same actually, 20, because head is 10, right? So tail dot previous would be 20 as well. Now we have the element 30, so the tail dot previous would be 20 itself. 20, right? So now the tail dot previous nothing but 30. 30, the previous, it points to the doubly linked list consists of the previous pointer as well, which points to the element 20, right? So now finally tail dot next remains null. Tail dot next remains null. So this is it. So usually I consider the traversal, this one dry run. Actually, we go with a traversal dry run. Now I went with a complete one actually for this. It was not needed. Anyways, so this is fine. Yep. So this is it for the doubly linked list. So the output that we need to get here is 10, 20 as well as the 30. 10, 20 as well as the 30 actually, right? So we have previous this one as well. So we have the previous pointer as well. Yeah, we have the previous pointer as well. So this will be should point to null. And this one is null as well initially. Yep. So this is the output that we need to get actually. Yeah, this is the output that we need to get. Anyways, we are done with this part. We are done with this part. Now let's run the code. After that, if everything goes well, we have to get the correct output, and then we can just discuss the complexities for the code that we have written. Let's do that. First, let's go to the code and let's run the code that we have written. So let me come here and I'll just run the code actually. Yep. So this is fine. Let's wait for some time. Taking some time. You can clearly see here. We have no error, right? So we have already checked for the errors actually. If everything goes well, we have to get the correct output. Let's see. Yeah, you can clearly see here 10, 20 as well as the 30. So we are getting the correct output. So now we are done with the output. Sorry, we are done with the coding part actually. Yeah, we have discussed the algorithm, we have coded that, and we have tried on the code as well. So yeah, what we did next, we, uh, yeah, we have run the code as well. We are getting the desired output. The only one thing that we are left with is this one, discussing about the complexities actually. Let's do that. So what will be the time complexity for the code that we have written actually? The time complexity would lead to big O of n. So why it will be big O of n? So we'll be traversing through the entire this one list, right? So in the worst case, so it would lead to big O of n for the traversal, and it would lead to big O of 1 for the insertion at the tail, right? If you're going with the insertion, it would lead to big O of 1 for insertion at the tail. So what would be the space complexity? Space complexity would lead to big O of n as well. Space complexity would lead to big O of n as well due to the extra previous pointer per node, due to the extra previous pointer per node, right? So this is going to be the time complexity and the space complexity. The time complexity and the space complexity for the code that we have written would lead to big O of n and big O of n respectively, right? So now we are done with the doubly linked list algo, right? So we are done with the doubly linked list algo. So next what we will be doing, we will be discussing the fast and slow pointers, right? Also known as the tortoise and hare algorithm. Yep, tortoise and hare algorithm. Yep, Floyd's this one, tortoise and hare algorithm. Yep, let's do that. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.